You've heard of beer and you've heard of wine, but have you heard of mead? Mead is one of the oldest forms of alcohol actually made from fermented honey. Now, a local couple here in Temecula have opened up their own meadery a few years back, and it has become a place that is a must visit. We're gonna head in now to chat with the owner and mead maker himself, Derek, about his award-winning meads. So I've tried quite a bit of mead, and your guys' mead here at Batch Mead is by far the best. So without sharing any secrets, is there anything you can tell us about what separates you guys so much with your style of mead and what makes it just the quality that it is?
So all of our honey we get from local Temecula Valley area, and we get even up as far as Oregon. Our fruit packer is also in Oregon, and we source as locally as Rainbow for our strawberries and sometimes Duluth for the blueberries.
Talk to us about the production. What is that like on the back end? How much can you guys actually produce and all of the different flavors that you come out with?
So we come up with about 72 flavors a year, and out of that 60 are new because we're always trying to keep it fresh for our customers and our online orders as well.
Yeah.
The process itself takes 8 to 12 weeks. In the first 5 weeks, you have all of your alcohol, and then after that, we add in the fruit or the more unique varietal honeys to give it that special flavor. We also pick honeys that match the fruits best. Yeah. So for example, like an avocado blossom will match your black currants, your blackberries, because it tastes more like agave. It's
an art form. And you're pretty much self-taught, correct? You started over 10 years ago, started as a hobby in your home, right? With buckets of mead, is that correct? And then now look what it's turned into.
Yeah. I mean, it started in the closet and then it took over the rest of our house, the garage, until I got kicked out, and here I am.
Exactly. So. You're like, you gotta go to the warehouse now. You gotta start taking that outside the house. I'm so proud of what you created here, and it's so fun to have you here local in Temecula. I remember when you first opened and I was dying to come try it, and you've evolved and grown so much since then. You've won multiple awards. You continue to come out with new flavors, so you guys are doing something right. So tell us what we have here today. What are we trying?
So today, speaking of awards, we have From the Ashes. This is our award-winning mead. Consistently gets best in show, gold medals from San Diego International Beer Fest. They do a mead category. But this one is, it's chipotles and raspberries, and chipotles are smoked. So you're gonna get more smokiness than you do spice, even though there's a fair amount of kick right at the end.
Ooh, I'm swirling like it's wine. Okay, can you swirl?
You can, but because of the edges of the glass, it might pop out. That's why we also have wine glasses.
Is there any reason, like when you're sipping standard wine, that you would need to swirl, or is it not quite the same?
So we're not trying to drive off, I guess, sulfites or any of that stuff, because we don't really sulfite our product. It's shelf stable as it is. Sulfiting is generally used to keep color in red wines that sit in a barrel for 9 months or more. So you want them to retain their red color.
Yes. Oh, that's fascinating. Okay, so tell me now about Midnight here.
So Midnight, well, it goes back to my home brewing days. I built that one in the garage. So that one was blackberry and black currant.
So that was one of the first.
It's one of my first ones before we were like, yes, we're gonna make a business out of this.
Yes.
So
okay, let's give it a try.
That's an old recipe.
This is the classic.
It's gonna be sweet, gonna get the darker berries, but it kind of plays against each other with the acidity of the black currants versus the sweetness of the honey.
That's really good. Now, you have ciders, and then meads. Meads are from what, kind of off dry to more of the sweet side as well?
So our ciders are traditionally more dry, and we get those from Julian, our good friend Tom up there at Apple Lane. He presses the apples for us.
I love that.
Yeah, it takes 2 or 3 tons of apples to make a batch about that size over there.
Wow, 2 or 3 tons of apples. That is, and how many?
370 gallons.
Okay, and that translates to about how many bottles or cases?
2,500.
Wow.
Yeah.
So how much do you guys produce a year?
So in terms of bottles, we produce probably north of 30,000 units, maybe in the 40,000 range now.
That's impressive. Okay, so talk to us about this last one here that we're trying.
So this one's Viking mead, and it is so special to me because it's just a traditional. This is the way it used to be made back in the day. It's just honey, water, and yeast. And naturally, yeast is found in honey. Just add water and then you have alcohol, pretty much.
That is so good. I like how clean it tastes, and it has like a soft, is it vanilla I'm tasting?
Yeah,
on
so
the finish?
That's part of the uniqueness of the honey for that one, is it comes from Oregon.
Okay.
And it grows in the swamp area over there. You got these white little flowers. It's called meadow foam. It's a The 18-wheelers haul in their bees and they go pollinate those flowers, and the swamps bring up back all the nectar and the honey. They press it out and we get the honey from there.
That is so incredible how, just like with standard wine, how there's different varietals of grapes, there's so many different, I don't know if varietal is the correct term, but of honey and all the different flavor profiles that you get from the different areas and types of honey.
Yeah, I call it varietal, but primarily they use the term floral, monofloral or polyfloral.
Okay.
So this would be a good example of a monofloral honey that we use. It's only coming from one flower, that's meadow foam. It tastes like vanilla, pralines, and marshmallows.
Amazing. Okay, so when people come to visit you here at the tasting room, what can they expect when they come for an experience?
Man, they can expect a tasting flight, always a new rotating menu. We have charcuterie boards. You probably expect to see me here.
Yeah, you'll probably be here.
Yeah.
Some of your team, and then you also have a lot of events here. I know you have axe throwing, is that correct?
We have axe throwing once a month.
Yep.
And then Viking night is happening, I believe we got the first one in July.
Okay, awesome.
And then another one in September.
Yeah, all right, well, we'll make sure to come back and visit soon.
All right.
Thanks for spending time with us.
Thank you.
Next time you're in the Temecula area, make sure to stop by Batch Mead Tasting Room, open for the weekend Friday through Sunday. And if you're not local to Temecula, you can check them out online as well. Hit that subscribe button and I'll see you in the next video.